Welcome to today's broadcast. No matter what kind of day you're having, please remember that God is big and God is good. He is bigger and better than you think. Let me tell you a story about Sally. Sally lost the job she had for 20 years when the company closed down its local facility. Well, Sally told a close friend, "I didn't have a job when God helped me find that one. I guess I don't have to have a job for Him to help me find the next one." Although Sally is fictional, her story is not. See if you can relate. Now, Sally applied for every available opening in her small hometown, but she never had anything more than just a nibble of interest by any employer. About the same time her employment benefits ran out, so did her hope of finding anything in the area. Sally was a widow and had nothing to live on except the money she had saved over the years. "Okay, Lord, I'm going to have faith that you will help me. Remember the job on the West Coast that I applied for a couple of months ago? Well, they want me for an interview, but I have to get there at my own expense. And Lord, you know I've been borrowing from my savings for so long now that it's going to nearly wipe out what's left of my cash. But I have faith in you, Lord." Did Sally have faith in God? Certainly she did. She was risking what little cash she had to travel across the country for an interview. But notice what else she was experiencing. During the days that followed her decision to fly out for the interview, Sally was nothing but a nervous wreck. She was continually second-guessing her decision. Will I be too old, since they have no idea of my age from the application? Will I appear to be underqualified? Will they be put off by my Midwestern drawl? By the time she was riding up the elevator to the interview, Sally's entire digestive system appeared to have turned upside down. Now, every one of us knows exactly how Sally felt. There's a word for what Sally was experiencing in her thoughts and her emotions, and that word is called unbelief in the Bible. We read in Matthew 17:14 through 20. "And when they had come to the multitude, a man came to him, kneeling down to him and saying, 'Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is an epileptic and suffers severely. For he often falls into the fire and often into the water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they could not cure him.' Then Jesus answered and said, 'O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me.' And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, 'Why could we not cast it out?' So Jesus said to them, 'Because of your unbelief. For assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you.'" The thoughts and the emotions of the disciples in this passage are not shown to us, but I am absolutely certain that when the disciples first failed to heal the epileptic boy, they experienced to some degree what Sally experienced prior to her interview. And that flood of negative thoughts and emotions which comes against us when we're trying to have faith in God is called unbelief. Now, please don't consider unbelief as just a lack of faith, because it isn't. Great faith and great unbelief can go on at the same time. And if you don't treat them as separate conditions, you will be unable to bring your faith up to the level expected by God. We're going to get into this more tomorrow. In the meantime, please visit GiveMeThatMountain.org, and you have a wonderful day.